Deep in the dense wilderness, a slithering shadow moved weakly across the forest floor. It was a serpent, once strong, agile, and feared, but now dangerously sick. Its scales had lost their shine, its movement was sluggish, and its breath shallow. The serpent was on the verge of death. Nearby villagers spotted the reptile struggling and, fearing both for their safety and the serpent's life, called the local wildlife rescue crew. Within minutes, a trained team of rescuers equipped with safety gear, nets, and medical supplies rushed into the wild. The mission was risky. The serpent, though weakened, was still venomous, and one wrong move could mean disaster. But the crew knew every life in the wild mattered. Slowly, they surrounded the sick reptile, calming it with careful movements. One rescuer pinned its head gently while another secured its long, weakened body into a safe container. The serpent was then transported to a rescue center. There, veterinarians discovered it was suffering from severe dehydration and a parasitic infection. Immediate treatment began. Fluids were administered, and medicines were given to fight off the parasites. For hours, the crew worked tirelessly, refusing to give up on the fading reptile. Finally, after long days of care, the serpent began to show signs of recovery. Its scales regained their sheen, its movement became stronger, and its eyes grew bright again. The once near-dead serpent was brought back to life, all thanks to the brave rescuers who risked everything to save it. Weeks later, the serpent was released back into its natural habitat, slithering powerfully into the wild, healthy and free once again. This mission became a shining example of how compassion, courage, and teamwork can save even the most feared creatures of the wild. The serpent's rescue had been only the beginning. Though the crew had saved it from the brink of death, the real challenge was still ahead, ensuring its full recovery. At the Wildlife Rehabilitation Center, the serpent was placed in a carefully monitored enclosure. The space mimicked its natural habitat but offered safety from predators and close medical supervision. For the first few days, the serpent remained motionless, curled in a corner. Its breathing was uneven, and its eyes were clouded with exhaustion. The veterinarians noted that it had not eaten for several days, perhaps even weeks. Malnutrition, combined with dehydration and infection, had left the creature terribly frail. The team set up a hydration system, providing the serpent with clean water infused with essential minerals. Administering fluids to a reptile was delicate work, requiring precise knowledge of its anatomy. Every move had to be calculated, for even a weakened serpent could strike if it felt threatened. The crew worked with patience and respect, handling the creature as gently as possible. On the fourth day, there was a breakthrough. The serpent flicked its tongue more frequently, a sign of returning alertness. Soon after, it accepted its first meal, a small, carefully chosen prey item prepared by the caretakers. This was a victory for everyone. The team celebrated quietly, knowing that every step forward increased the reptile's chances of survival. But recovery was not only about food and water. The infection had to be treated with medication, applied in controlled doses. At first, the serpent resisted, striking at the tools used for treatment. Yet, with time, it began to calm down, almost as if recognizing that the humans meant no harm. Day by day, its strength returned. Its once dull scales began to regain their natural sheen, shimmering under the lights of the enclosure. Outside the center, news of the rescue spread among the villagers. At first, many had been afraid of the serpent, considering it a dangerous presence near their homes. But when they learned how close it had come to death, and how tirelessly the crew had worked to save it, their fear transformed into respect. Some even came to visit the center, watching the serpent from a safe distance, and for the first time, they saw it not as a monster, but as a living being fighting for its life. Weeks passed, and the serpent grew stronger. Its body filled out, its movements became